So, Coach Nat Wagner, a great weekend for the MSU softball team. A great start overall through 8 games. You're 7-1. What have you seen from your team in the early going?
I think we're playing our brand of ball, and that's playing fast, putting pressure on people, playing good defense. Obviously Trinity's been great in the circle. I really like how other pitchers have thrown in their innings too. We've been able to exploit matchups, and it really has been just a nice team collective approach. We've been solid in all three phases, which this early in the year is just awesome to see.
As a team hitting just shy of 400 at 384, you got to like the production early on from the offense.
Absolutely. We lost a couple outfielders in a collision early in the tournament this last weekend, and I was really impressed with how others stepped up as we actually shuffled our lineup, really going into the last 3 games this weekend, and I was really happy with the way we got on base, the way we moved runners. Ultimately, just putting pressure on defense. So very just quality at bats. I think we were really tough to play against, and especially tough to pitch against this weekend.
One of the staples that I've been told locally here, not being here very long, is that you like to be aggressive. 35 stolen bases as a team. Is that a tip of the cap to the aggressiveness?
I think so. We're always going to push the envelope a little bit. I think if we start getting thrown out if we're less successful than 75%, we'll probably slow the Jets a little bit. But right now, again, that's our identity. We are not the biggest team, but we run well, and so we're trying to leverage our strengths.
Talk about the early offensive production. Jamie Odlum and Isis Cabral in particular. They're both above 500. Talk about their game early on.
Yeah, and Jamie just grinds out great at bats, and we actually moved her to the leadoff spot when Kara Schwalik went down, and she just gives you a smart, intelligent, gritty, tough outing, offensively, defensively. She's just a great ball player. And then Isis is fun to watch just as a senior, just a lot of poise. She's really enjoying senior year. She's smelling the flowers, just enjoying the process, and just really approaches every day like a gift. And Maggie Mercer's also been phenomenal, right up there statistically. So really, our top 4 or 5 hitters are just grinding out great at bats right now.
Talk about that leadership from Isis. How big will that be just early on when you go down to a tournament that was kind of added to the schedule late and then playing conference foes early on? Talk about the leadership of this team.
I think she's so calm, and that's especially for the younger players. Younger players, come up to me regularly and talk about how much they gain, just in conversations from Isis and from some of our other upperclassmen too. Zoya, I would definitely put in that boat as well. They have a calming influence on kids, and we still have a small sample size. So especially the trap early in the season is you go 0 for 3, and all of a sudden the sky's falling, and you don't know how to play anymore. And someone like Isis is can settle those kids down and just trust the process and enjoy the gift of every day. And she just exudes that mentality, and it's very contagious in a good way.
And over the weekend, you got some great victories. You went 4-0 in this air-supported dome invitational. You saw some conference opponents that you'll see again later in the season. What was your impression of your team's effort in the air-supported dome, and also the opponents that you'll see once again later in the year?
I think you go into those competitions thinking, do you hold something back? Do you try to, hide a pitcher so they don't get to see someone? I think just given the nature of the beast, there's no guarantee we're going to get all our games in this year, and we wanted to put our best foot forward and just play the way we wanted to play. So I was very happy with the way the kids competed. We really are approaching this year like every game and really every inning matters. And I just think it's the only way to tackle the task at hand. But the kids have really embraced that. They have been ready to go. We've started quickly. We've warmed up well. We started quickly and come out ready to play mentally each and every game so far. And we've been very consistent, which has been tremendous.
It's not just all senior leadership. It's also Trinity Valentine, a junior transfer.
Right.
She's had some great outings as of late and got consecutive wins now. What have you seen from her where she continues to improve from that that first weekend down in presentation to this last weekend?
Yeah, she's she attacks hitters. We knew coming in she was going to have a lot of poise and just enjoy the competitive part of playing. I think for her, there's still room for growth. I mean, she's still, we're still working on pitch design and we're finding some things, but I just love how she attacks hitters, wants the ball in big moments, and she makes hitters uncomfortable. And, that bodes well for the future. But, we have not seen her best yet, and I think that's really exciting.
And then you got some good relief innings from Gabby Dwaduk, and she came in and tossed 8 2/3 scoreless. What did you see from her?
Right, and really all of our 4 other pitchers that threw, I thought Gabby, she is what she is. She's she moves the ball well. She changes speeds well. She's learning as well. She's improved a lot over the course of the year. Just very pleased as a freshman the way she's been able to take the ball and just provide a contrast to other pitchers, and I think that extends also to Zoya, who threw really well, made a lot of great pitches, a couple mistake pitches, but I've been thrilled with the way she's kind of working corners and changing speed. She's been very, very good as well. I think we make one catch, and she's a very different looking, stat sheet right now. But I'm very happy with her. And then Roxanne is Roxanne. She's unique. She had a situation where she went in with her best pitch and was able to get outs. And so they've really embraced that bullpen mentality, right? That they are a staff, not an individual. And we're always looking to exploit matchups. And I thought they were very good versions of themselves, each and every one of them.
And isn't that kind of big? Because you may start the same pitcher in softball on a game-to-game, but to know that you have the confidence in your extra pitchers that could come in relief, isn't that huge for a team?
Absolutely. And, looking at our conference, there are very different profile teams out there. There are teams that can, turn 65 around in a heartbeat, and they thrive on that. And there are other teams where some of our other kids are going to be more effective. And, our kids anticipate that, they know that. They really support one another, in practice and during the game. I've been thrilled with the way they've all handled roles this year.
So now we transition from last weekend here in Minot. You go to St. Cloud and you face 2 more conference opponents over a couple of days, 2 to 3 days. How tough is that going to be to turn around and then hit the road?
It's nice to have a couple of days of practice to get ready. St. Cloud, I think they might have the best record in the conference right now or close to it. That's like playing ourselves. I think they're the most similar team to us in the conference. Super athletic, fast. They put a ton of pressure on, very well coached. We expect a dogfight there. Just can't wait to get after it. And then Bailey Bauman's done a nice job with Southwest too. They're a young team they've got some players really kind of peaking as upperclassmen. I expect them to be much improved too. So great tests for us on both fronts.
And after last season was cut short, it's got to feel great for the team as a whole to be back out there competing together over the weekend, huh?
Absolutely. And I mean, the kids talk about it all the time. We're just happy to be playing. You talk to fans and others, that everyone's just happy to be out there. It creates a great vibe, just being around the game and appreciating the game, for what it gives you. But really, everyone's had that mindset where they're just making the most of each day, and we're happy as long as we roll the ball out and get after it. We're counting our blessings. Thank you.